All right, thank you for having me here. Hey, somebody else started it. So I'm here today, I want to talk about technology because I think a lot of people don't really appreciate how fast things have moved in the last 10 or 15 years. We have GPSs now that can tell you where you are on the planet within 30 centimeters. We have toasters that can burn the day's forecast into your morning toast. And we also, most of us in this room have these devices in our pocket which can access the sum total of human knowledge while we're sitting on the toilet. Not even Star Trek got this stuff right, and we're living the future right here, right now. It's amazing. So why do we have 3 billion people living in poverty? Why do we have 1.5 billion people still without access to clean water or electricity? And why the fuck are 40,000 kids dying of starvation every single day? We'll lose 140 while I'm standing up here yammering. And I think the answer is because we don't really value the things that are needed to solve some of these problems. These aren't issues that are going to go away with new technology. Packing another billion transistors onto a CPU is not going to solve most of the world's problems. What we need to do here is, and one other thing I said, throwing money at the problem historically, as Beth said, hasn't really helped the issue. What we need to do here is encourage and empower ingenuity. And so a couple of my favorite examples, God damn it. First of all, in most of the world, about 50% of adults suffer from ocular degeneration. Their eyesight's starting to go. They need corrective lenses. And so if you're in the slums of Nairobi, you're a mechanic, you're a tailor, you're losing income, and your family, your community are suffering. This guy, Joshua Silver, developed a pair of glasses, adjustable, that you put on. Syringes on the side adjust the amount of fluid between two plastic lenses, and that affects the optical strength of the lens. So you put these on and you twiddle them around until you can see clearly, and then snap off the syringes. It's simple, it's ingenious, it solves so many problems for so many people. It's a very epitome of ingenuity. Another great example is the gravity light. We're going to see that in a second. And so in the developing world, most homes are lit at night by kerosene lamps. They're expensive, they're dirty, they're smelly, and they're dangerous. So for $10, which is about 3 months' worth of kerosene, 2 guys in the UK developed the gravity light, which is an LED light that's powered by a slowly falling bag of rocks. Again, it's simple, it's ingenious, and it can also be used to charge other devices, so it serves many needs. Now, these ideas, they're not cutting-edge technology. They're not being developed by huge multinational companies or worked on by rocket scientists. They're average people who see a need, see a problem, and have the audacity to say, hey, I can solve that. And I think, as a society, we need to do everything we can to foster this kind of thinking. We need to teach every kid out there how to look at a problem and see a solution rather than buying it from Amazon. We need to raise a generation of tinkerers who would rather build something than buy it. We also need to change our cultural response so that people don't take pride in what they own. Hey, look at my new iPhone, isn't it cool? Well, no, you didn't fucking build it. You just bought it. And there should be more social currency to be had in making something crappy than in building something amazing. Now, how do we get started? Well, I think what we need to do is start at home. If you have something broken, rather than throwing it away, take it apart. Try to understand how it works. Try to understand why it's not working anymore. Take out every screw until you're left with a pile of parts. Learn a new skill, welding or metalworking, soldering, knitting, beer making, chainsaw juggling. Never be content with not knowing something. Play with fire, play with explosives. I recommend all sorts of chemicals and stuff. They're fun. Do not be content. Develop an understanding of how things work. And if you don't know something, pull out this device in your pocket and hit up Wikipedia. That's learn to maintain your own car. That's how I do things. Most important of all, you do all these things in front of your kids. You make tinkering part of the fabric of their world, and while they're watching, you have the audacity to do something amazing. Thank you.